The Elite series of games has been in existence for a number of years, first appearing in 1984 on various computer systems. Its open-ended game model and graphics made it one of the first true space simulators. In 1993, Frontier Elite 2 was created and was followed up with Frontier First Encounters in 1995. After 1995, fans of the Elite series were wanting another follow-up game to such a successful series of games. By this time, however, the space simulator genre had grown stale and financiers were few and far between. Frontier Development, the original makers of this game, decided to turn to the fans of the game to fund development efforts, and in 2012, a Kickstarter project was begun. In December of 2014, Elite Dangerous was released to the public on PC. The first expansion, entitled Elite Dangerous Horizons, was released on December 15, 2015. Now that I've given you a brief history of the series of these games, my goal is to show you some of the gameplay and different scenarios that you can go into. There are various training missions that you can undertake. There's training videos that you can watch, which will aid you in playing this game quicker. And there's 4 game types: open play, private group, solo play, and the first that I'll briefly cover is Cqc Championship Arena. The Cqc Championship is basically an online multiplayer environment in which you can do team deathmatch, and capture the flag matches in a various spaceship of your choosing. The more that you battle in the Cqc Arena, the more likely it is that you'll have other ships unlocked to you as you obtain different ranks in the Cqc Arena. I will say that this is probably not the most popular gameplay aspect of Elite Dangerous, but I do understand it does serve its purposes, and it will also get you prepared for ship-based combat in your regular game of Elite Dangerous. There are various pickups throughout this map that will aid you in battle. Here, I'm taking on an opponent face to face. I rammed into him, and now he's gonna creep up behind me and boom, I'm a goner. This isn't, to me, the number one thing of Elite Dangerous. The number one thing of Elite Dangerous is its different other gameplay modes, such as private, solo, and online open play. In any of those 3 scenarios, you can go out and do various things in this game, such as pirate. You can also obtain different ranks in the galactic federations and governments that are factionalized, or you can even go out and adventure on your own out in the middle of all of this space that you see here. There are over 400 million planets that have been included procedurally in Elite Dangerous, so there's a lot of space to go visit. At the beginning of Elite Dangerous, where you'll begin is referred to as the Galactic Bubble. It is where all of the habited worlds of the human race populates this arm of our galaxy, spreading out from the Sol system to other systems surrounding. Another thing that you can do in Elite Dangerous is you can set up an avatar. Here's me, angry black dude. Also, in Elite Dangerous, you have different heads-up displays such as your ship status, all systems that pertain to your ship, weaponry, cargo, and your ship. You can see mine is named Serenity there. And then you have different ranks. And then finally there's the system map. The system map gives you information on every planetary body and every star of the system that you reside in. It also gives you an idea of what different commodities are sold at different starports. And this is a commodities market in a starport. You can do different things with this heads-up display. It's under the starport services selection when you're docked. You can outfit your ship with different weaponry or utilities. You can take on different missions.
Incoming mission critical message.
As you can hear, I've taken on a mission to go scan a planet. There's a heads-up display for messages. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch out from this particular station. Each station has rules and regulations that one must follow. For example, most stations, if not all, have a no-fire zone in an area around the station. You cannot break these rules. There are ships that patrol the station, and the station has its own defenses that it will bring online to destroy your ship if you break any of these rules. This does include speeding as well. Next, in Elite Dangerous, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump to another star system. I'll look at the job that I have online, and I'll find out how far the star system is that I have to jump to, keeping in mind my fuel range and the ship that I am currently operating. I'll point my ship at the star system, and I'll go ahead and engage my faster than light drive, also known as a frame shift drive. And now I've arrived in a different star system. So on this particular mission, to scan the planetary body, I need to travel to one of the more outer reaching bodies of this particular star system. The lines that you see on the screen there are orbit lines and lines that indicate a celestial body's sphere of influence. The sphere of influence in this particular game is indicated by a blue circular line around the body. This area is when the mass of a celestial body begins to influence the speed and velocity of your starship. You'll have to keep this in mind, however, because planets that you can land on have these lines around them, as do stars, black holes, neutron stars, and white dwarfs. So if you get inside that line, you'll need to be careful. You can escape a black hole. You may be able to escape a neutron star or a white dwarf. But if you're too close, then you're toast. Yeah, I made a run. I'll keep scanning the area, and you'll see that I have to get to this building in this particular search zone that is in my heads-up display. As I get closer to the planet, I'll have to be mindful of my speed, as I don't want to crash into the side of the planet with my starship. Now, as I approach, you'll see eventually here that I'll begin to land on this planet. There's the outpost that I'll need to land at, and I'm gonna come to a very short and smooth landing. One of the new additions to Elite Dangerous Horizons not only is the ability to land on planets, but also you have the ability, if you have the proper equipment, an SRV with a cargo bay, to also roam the planet. Here I am, rolling up to the objective to fulfill the mission of scanning the data node at this particular outpost. That's what I'm going to do here. So once I've scanned the data node, which I didn't show you, I'm going to return to the base to fulfill the mission objectives and to get credited the galactic credits that I earned for performing the mission. Here you see an Earth-like planet with a polar ice cap that I'm gonna swing past here. So Elite Dangerous has a bunch of different features in it that allow you, as I warp into this station here, that allow you to have a lot of fun. It's a very robust game, as you can see already. The visuals on this game are spectacular. Here you see me warping away from a white dwarf star in a different ship. Multiple ring planets. There's neutron stars, supergiant stars like Betelgeuse, binary planetary systems like this one here that you see. Planets with craters and with channels. A lot of fun in this game. Now this particular outpost, I decided I was going to take a little bit of a detour here after I performed the mission. And I was going to get some video of the panorama as I was in my SRV, or my rover, so to say. This is where the game stands out. If you look at all of the detail and the care that Frontier Development has taken and put into the visuals of this game. As I look out into the vastness of space in this picture, even though it's a game, it's awe-inspiring to imagine this. One of the other things that you can do in Elite Dangerous, as stated before, is you can also establish your own trade routes in this game. If you don't want to fight, if you don't want to worry about exploring and exploration, then you can sell goods like a trucker almost in Elite Dangerous. You have to be wary though, because as you sell and carry goods, you become a target for pirates who are just looking to destroy your ship and steal your cargo. This is another example of the stunning detail in this game. Now here I am rolling up on one of the most dangerous areas in the known sky, a neutron star. Neutron stars are very, very massive stars that have gone past their life and collapsed in on themselves. They don't become black holes, but what they do is they shrink down to the size of a small city, a few kilometers maybe, and the mass is so great that a teaspoon of one neutron star would weigh about 10 million tons. The gravitational field of a neutron star is so strong that the escape velocity the speed that you have to obtain to escape a neutron star's pull, gravitational pull, would be about 0.4 times the speed of light. That's how massive and that's how strong a neutron star would be. So if you think about it, one neutron star would be about 900 times the mass of the Great Pyramid of Giza. So, neutron stars and black holes are not something to be messed with in Elite Dangerous. If you want to mess with one of them, well, then you need to buy another ship. And let me tell you, it really sucks to buy a ship and you've spent a ton of money on it. So before you get out there adventuring, make sure you've got the money saved up. So I've talked about a lot of different features, but then there's the space combat. If shooting and dodging and ducking and getting the heck up out of the way is your thing, the space battles in Elite Dangerous are something to behold. Here you see me in the midst of two powers in the galaxy fighting each other to the death, surrounding a planet as well. Large capital ships, battleships, armed to the teeth, engaging smaller targets and each other. Here, I'm being engaged by one of the system defense vessels in a skirmish battle. Slightly outgunned, I try to use my wits to outmaneuver this pilot. Don't get it twisted, the system's AI in this game is very formidable. I did get the best of this particular ship though. While you can mine or you can explore, you can also make money by hunting down rogue criminal elements, scanning their ships to see if there's a bounty on their head, destroying their ships, and collecting the bounty. Here, I've scanned this ship and I've checked to see if he has a bounty, and sure enough, he's got a bounty. Notice I'm battling inside of a asteroid field of a ring planet. Again, you have to be extremely careful. A lot of ships flying around. And if you're not careful and you accidentally clip another ship, well, let's just say that the feds don't take too kindly to people shooting at their ships. They will destroy you. So Elite Dangerous is a game that once again brings a lot to the table. I've been playing this game for years now, and it never fails to disappoint whenever I plug in and begin playing this game. I have a ton of fun with this game. So obviously this review is extremely biased. But if adventure, graphics, and just overall exploration of space interests you, and it floats your boat, then this is again the game for you. You have to have tons of time, however, to devote to this game, to learn and to grind. If you're not interested in grinding, then you might want to find another game. This game is extremely better than No Man's Sky. And again, being biased, I have to say it's much better than Star Citizen. So, Elite Dangerous gets my thumbs up for one of the best simulation games of all times. Out on PC, Xbox, and PS4. A million ways to play, so I hope to see you out there.